Every personal brand should have an ebook, and ebooks are great because they help you introduce people to your brand. And this is one of the few things you can do to get those customers early, quick, and easy. So today I want to break down why you need an ebook and how to get started, because it's not this scary thing. You're not trying to write a best-selling novel. Like, that's not what we're doing here. You just need something really basic and simple to provide extreme solutions to your audience and build that relationship early on. What's good, people? I'm Coach Chris, host of the Personal Branding Playbook, and today I want to break down why you need an ebook and really how you get started, just the basics of it, because I think the average ebook is terrible, to be honest. Like, I tell my clients a lot of times, don't get an ebook, don't write one, because it's not going to be great if you don't have a good plan. A good ebook is going to deliver value to your audience, and it's going to be simple and easy to process. But it's also not going to be too short and full of fluff, right? We've all downloaded some kind of ebook where it's like 8 pages of nothing. I've literally been taught by coaches, say, hey, write this ebook, but on every page you put this big picture and then you talk about this story. And it's like the ebook really isn't anything valuable. It's just something to get people on your mailing list. And that's why those ebooks don't make any money. And I want to say this too. Your ebook should make you some money, but it's not supposed to be the most profitable product in your business, if that makes any sense. You don't want the ebook to be something where, it's bringing in $10,000 a month. Like, if it does, that's great. Now, we want to build to that, right? Now, I'm not saying you can't start there or whatever, but expect to build to that level. What's really important is that you don't make it too fluffy where it's no valuable information and there's a bunch of stories and pictures and stuff about you. You have to make it about them, about your audience, people that are subscribed to you, that are following you. That's what's valuable. So the first reason why you need an ebook, and really what you should think about getting started, is when you're building an audience. When you commit to building an audience and you've put in the work, you have the experience and stuff, and now you want to start connecting with the people and teaching them. That's when you should come out with an ebook. I believe that an ebook should come first before the courses, the consulting, and all the other stuff, because the ebook really will set the foundation for all the rest of that. And what I mean by this is, let's say in your ebook, it's about 40 pages, nothing super crazy long. It could be, 5,000 to 8,000 words. That's like a good amount, because with that length, you can communicate a point clearly and give some examples, some action steps. Now, in the ebook, you can even add in your signature system, your process, and elaborate on that even more. That's going to make your content much more valuable. That makes your product much more valuable, because now the ebook is going to be what introduces people to your brand. Now, again, this is for when you just started building an audience. You're just now connecting with people. So in that first 90 days, first 3 months, that's when the ebook will be really valuable, because you can sell it for $8. I say no more than $25. You want to keep it to where it's a no-brainer. If somebody wants to learn more about whatever it is you teach, you should have an ebook there to teach them. Like, if you're in real estate, you should have and I don't know why nobody's done this. If they have, let me know in the comments below. But I've never seen a quick start real estate guide in ebook format. Never seen it. I think that would be amazing, especially right now, because so many people are trying to get into real estate. If you just broke down 5 steps to getting started in real estate and you wrote it, let's say 2,500 to 3,000 words on each part, and then you put that out in an ebook, that's super valuable to somebody that actually wants to do real estate, because now if you sell that for, let's say, $12, I'm going to buy that. Like, if I'm going to get into real estate, obviously I'm going to spend more money in real estate. But if I can get a quick start guide for only $12, I'm buying that, no questions asked. Now, if you do have a course or a coaching program or an event, whatever you want to do, all of that becomes easier to sell. So the ebook is going to be the first thing to help you connect with your audience and build a relationship. Now, the second thing, and I want to get into this. The second thing your ebook should have is your signature system. And I mentioned it earlier, but I want to get a little deep. Your signature system is that thing that makes you different. With the real estate example, there are a ton of people in real estate. There are a ton of people who sell products about real estate. You need to have your own signature system for how people can get started, what they need to do, and a process and all of that. Have all of that outlined and put it in your ebook. This will get people familiar with your signature system. And again, that is valuable because now there are a ton of people out there that are your competition. They cannot do what you do in the way that you do it. And a signature system is what really solidifies that. So it doesn't have to be anything crazy or out of the box. What's really important for a signature system is a great name, a very clear process, and a massively clear outcome. That's it, right? So for me, launching a podcast is something I teach people how to do. Now, there are a ton of people that can help you launch a podcast, but I have a signature system set up so that you can actually make money from your show in the first 30 days. That's the difference, right? The podcast cash flow blueprint is a signature system that I created. Nobody can steal that, right? You can take the name or something, but you can't steal that process because it's a process I made that only I know how to execute, which I take my clients through. And in my podcast book, I break that down. This is how you do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you might think, why would I tell a system in the book? You do that because even though you explain it to them in a book, the people that really need your help are going to be willing to pay for it because they know, man, he showed me how to do this, this, and this, but I still got questions on all of these parts. So let me go ahead and buy the product. Boom. Now you're selling your consulting. You're selling the course. That's how it works. And the reason why your signature system is super valuable for the ebook because it gives your book a real purpose. Now, instead of just a basic, like simple ebook that's really nothing, you have a clear purpose as to what you're teaching, what you're writing about. So now writing a book becomes very, very easy. When I wrote the personal branding playbook, it was super easy because I knew, okay, I'm trying to give people a really simple guide to building their personal brand in 2021 and beyond. A simple process that anybody can execute to build their brand today. That's it. And when you create that kind of boundary, it actually gives you more freedom because now I know I can talk about everything within this subject that is aligned with the outcome. So don't run from the signature system and don't think it's super complicated. And if you start with this and you outline that way, oh my God, it's going to be so easy for you to write a powerful ebook. And now the last thing I want to mention is how you can get started. Like, I know it seems scary to write a book. When I say write a book, it might seem terrifying, but writing an ebook is really not. You know, and I mentioned length earlier. I said 5,000 to 8,000 words. That's more than enough. But I think it really comes down to your point. Right? Like how many words will it take you to convey your message, to provide the audience with value? Because that's the most important thing is that people walk away from it with a clear solution. I would suggest you give people more action steps throughout the entire book. Because if I start here and every step along the way I get an action step, that means at the end I have a massive outcome because I took action steps along the way. If you look at some of the best books, they have action steps. Think and Grow Rich, a book that everybody loves, has action steps all the way throughout it. Atomic Habits, action steps all the way throughout it. Those are valuable books that you really will never forget because it's just so crystal clear on what you should do. One of my favorite books, The One-Page Marketing Plan by Alan Dibb. It has action steps all the way throughout. So it's actually better because if you have a book that is like super long and it's 20,000 words and you make them wait to the end to give them real action or go download this or whatever, it becomes really complicated at that point. You know what I mean? It becomes harder because now they have to wait to get to a certain point to get the help, right? You want them to be able to take notes and be in that process along the entire way. Don't make them wait for it or look around for it. Like give it to them every step of the way. So they have that help. And I think this helps you with your retention as well, because most people will download the ebook, never read it or whatever, or they start it, never finish. But if you got section, chapter or whatever, and then at the end they got an action step and they do that, and then they go to the next part, they read again, action step. Now, after about 3 or 4 times of them reading, they're like, wow, I'm making some real progress. And as people, we love progress. We love to feel like we're getting better. You know, that's why people like to look in a mirror when they finish working out. They want to step on a scale. They want to feel that progress. That's what you got to have for your ebook is along the way. It has to be progress the entire way. So they know I'm constantly getting better. I'm constantly improving. That's what makes people actually read your ebook. And now it becomes shareable. Now they go to other people like, yo, you got to check this out because throughout the entire book, he helped me with this, and that. And at the end, I had, bam, like that's what you want for your book is that extreme value. That's actual value, man. It's damn near tangible. It's something you can almost hold, right? So keep that in mind when you're writing your ebook is how can you add in action steps throughout the entire process. So at the end, people are like blown away with the results they get. So that's how you get started with your ebooks and reasons why you should get started. Again, if you're in the beginning of building your personal brand, please, please, please write your ebook now, get started on it, set up that signature system. And if you want me to do a video explaining the signature system process, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you go and subscribe to the Personal Branding Playbook, iTunes, Spotify, all of that stuff. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Coach Chris, and I will see you next time.